Yo, what is up, guys? X Fusion here, back with another Dragon Ball Legends video. Today we got some mega hype news for you guys. We got a big celebration coming up for Legends, and let's just get right into the information that we got so far. So here we go. First off, for the banner, this is not the new banners. Um, this is not a new hype banners, of course, because like old characters, but this is the latest banners that I believe that we're getting tonight. Like after the big update, after the maintenance, like when the maintenance over, we're getting this. So we're getting a GT banner. Don't summon on this at all. It's not worth it. None of these characters are top tier, meta defining or nothing. Yeah, so I recommend just skipping that. And I believe this, yeah, this is coming out as well. Don't summon on this either because again, none of these characters are meta defining. Yellow Vegito is decent but doesn't fare out in this meta that we're in right now. And the rest of these characters are kinda like fodder and like Z ability bench. That's as far as they can go. Now the interesting thing we're getting tonight. We're getting a Zenkai Awakening for Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the one from the first year anniversary. So this looks really, this seems to be really cool for God Key because God Key, I mean, they had Vegito Blue, but I would say Vegito Blue isn't. He's definitely great offensively. I'm not. Don't get me wrong on that one, but defensively, he's not going to be your man to like tank those hits. Like when he's going up against someone like Zenkai Super Saiyan 3 Goku or Zenkai 18, he's not going to be surviving those hits. So I'm really glad that we're getting like a new blue for that tag. I mean, it could have been for like a tag that needed it, but I'll take it. Well, it kind of needed it, but a tag that needed it like worse, like a worse attack that actually needed it. So we're getting that guy. We're getting Zenkai Broly, which is when he came out, he was like not really a damage type. He was more on the defensive side. Um, and I think he's still going to be this way after the Zenkai with a few damage buffs. This is great for movies because movies actually have a defensive unit to like to put the team together. So we got the Great Sandman, we got this Brawly, red, green go really well together. And then like all we need is like a hyper offensive unit, Zenkai, or a new unit that's really hyper offensive and that can actually compete in the meta. And bam, movie's a good team. Um, this guy seems to be like a 16 in a way, like Android 16 Zenkai. Um, whereas he's tanky, but he doesn't output like dish out as much damage as other units does. This is going to be like an interesting Zenkai. We're going to have to look into it when he comes out. But let's move on to the story events that's coming out. We got Legends Road Gotenks event coming back, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, for the people who haven't like finished it, this is great. More Chrono Crystals for them. We got a Sparking Scout battle coming out soon, which is meh. I mean, most of these characters I got high stars. Well, I mean, I guess like people who haven't gotten high stars, like don't have no high stars, can benefit from this. But for me, this is a skip. I'm not going to be doing an event that much. Okay, the Rising battle. This I don't really care about because I finished this. I'm a day one player. Been playing since day one. Finished all of this. Okay, this was already out, I believe. Yeah, this was already out. So we got, I believe this. Okay, so this is already out. Okay, so this stuff down here is already out. Okay, I see. And I believe we can check. I believe the site have the Zenkais alive right now. Is it gonna like load up or? Okay, it seems that we're having some technical difficulties right now. This doesn't seem to load up. Let's see here. It doesn't seem to work. Okay, guys, we're back. We're having like some technical issues there. Let's see if it's fixed. I believe it's fixed now. Yeah, it's fixed. So Zenkai Goku. So let's go ahead and buff. Well, not buff. What? Put him at max stats. So 266k strike, 2.7, 2.700. My mind is not there right now. 2.76, 2.776 million HP. So power, overall power 1.56 million. Strike defense 188k. Blast attack 280k. That is really, really good. That's almost only like 20k away from 300k. That's really good. Then we got 181,000 blast defense. So let's go down to his like abilities and all that stuff, good stuff. So main ability, I'll hit you with all I got. Draw the ultimate arts card, God Kamehameha. Next, restores own key by 30. That is good, but it's not like, like, I mean, at least he's giving key. It's not. I would prefer if it was like higher than that, higher than 30, because 30 is not really that much key. So restores on vids, pretty much the same thing. Um, so unique ability. Now we're really fighting. Plus 15% that damage inflicted when battle starts cannot be cancelled. The following effects occur depending on the number of number of time accounts allowed since the start of the battle. 15 time accounts plus 15% inflict to damage inflicted and 25% to key recovery. 15% to damage inflicted, 35% to key recovery, and plus another plus 15% inflicted and increased card draw speed. So he's getting a card draw speed buff, which is really good. It really helps the character out, so he can like instill more combos. So the following effect occurs from battle start for 45 timer counts, reduces damage received by 35%, so he can tank. We all knew this from when he originally was released. He was like a really tanky unit, and now that he's getting Zinc, I expect this guy to be one of the tankiest. I wouldn't say like on the level of Zenkai 16 tankiness, but he'll be one of like the tankiest like non-defensive units in the game. If I said that right, yeah, one of the tankiest non-defensive units, like cause he's a blast beast unit. So nullify on attribute downgrades outnumber conditions. That's nice. So this unlocks at adept. The following effects occur upon landing a strike or blast hit, on hit or blast hit. Okay, that says blast hit. I thought it said on hit, but I guess I was like reading that wrong. Restores own key by 5, plus 10% the damage inflicted by allied Tad God key for 15 time counts. That is really good. You compare him alongside that purple Vegeta, the support one. Well, he's not really a support, but he is. He's a blast unit. He's like he came out with the red Goku, the red Super Saiyan Blue Goku. Yet both of these guys together, like each like strike arts or blast arts they like buff your team. So pairing these two together, you'll really have a really stacked God key team. The ultimate saying unlocks that powerful plus 15% of damage inflicted when this character enters the battlefield. Cannot be stacked. Applies the following effects to self once 45 time counts have elapsed from battle start. Plus 15% to damage inflicted. Cannot be cancelled. plus 15%. Blast afflicted cannot be cancelled. Okay, let's go ahead and go down to the special move and the green card and all that stuff. Deals major impact damage plus 20% of damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. The real fight starts now. Restores own health by 10% and ki by 30. 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. It's pretty good. I mean, this on top of his unique, his main, and all the buffs he's getting from the team, he's going to be a really good unit. We're going to have to go ahead and see how that plays out when he actually releases tonight after maintenance. Okay, so God Kamehameha deals massive impact damage, applies the following effects to self upon activation. 50% to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Wait, that's only 3 timer counts? Okay, so that's not really. I mean, you're gonna want to use this automatically, like as soon as you pop the main, because you only get this buff from 3 timer counts from what I'm seeing right here. Gain attribute upgrade minus 30% to enemies sustained damage cut. Okay, that's pretty good. So he's gonna be able to hit pretty hard. So Zenkai buff, God Key, and blue God Key. Okay, so it's blue God Key. So the only people that's really going to be getting this buff is the main person that's going to be getting this buff is this guy. This guy only gets it after he transforms. So, yeah, yeah, this guy is really going to shine with he. I believe he's able to get 3 triple Zenkai buffs. That's really good. Okay, so let's move on to Brawly. Read Brawly move, and that'll be the video. But where's Brawly? There he is. I'm gonna put this all to max. 193k strike defense, blast attack 252k. That's really good for a non like offensive unit. Blast defense 189k, really good. Strike attack 269k, which is really good for a non-defensive unit, non-offensive unit. I meant, sorry about that. Health 2.89. Okay, that's almost 3 mil. That's really good. Overall power 1.54 mil. Okay. So main, draw a special move next. Arts card next. Minus 15 to own special move arts card for 25 timer counts. Plus 40% of damage inflicted for 25 timer counts. Requirements: 20 timer counts must be allowed. Okay. So his unique, it's futile. Applies the following effects to self when this character enters the battlefield. Draw a special arts card next. Activates twice. 20% of damage inflicted cannot be stacked. Gigantic throw. Reduces damage received by 50% until combo ends when changing cover. Okay, that's really good. This guy is going to be a really, really tanky unit. Knocks back enemy to long range if a cover change is performed against their strike arts attack. Activates during assist. Okay. Inflicts all enemies with attribute downgrade minus 80% to ki recovery for 10 timer counts when activated, plus 2 to own substitution count when activated. So minus 80% to ki recovery. That is really oppressive. Like you see, you know, like Vados does this where she like makes it. I think she makes it by like 100%. I think like to where your keyless just stop going up, like it doesn't go up at all. This is a really powerful technique. This is really good. So he got some like abilities that can like stop your opponent from like keep going on with their combos. That's really good. So he's really like a disruptor. Comboable arts special move. Okay, so we knew that already. So they didn't change this. They made it to where it's still the same thing where you only can combo with your special move. I thought they was gonna change that to where you can combo with like everything. I guess it would be too good if they did that. The following effects occur every time we're faced with an enemy. Restores ki by 15. plus 15% strike damage, really good. I guess 20% to damage inflicted against sand and hybrid sand. So I mean that's pretty much what's running the meta right now. Sand and hybrids. The main team that's the main units that's running the meta. Plus the following effects to self if on remaining health is 75% or below. After enemy attack is over, activates once, restores health by 20% and ki by 50. That's really good. Cancel attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions. Plus 25, not 25, but 20% to damage inflicted cannot be canceled. Okay. His blue card deals massive explode limits, 20% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts upon activation. Okay. Nullify enemy attacks. His green card nullifies enemy attacks, excluding certain moves like Rising Rush. Releases a shockwave when the barrier ends, knocks back enemy long range. The fall effects occur when this character uses reduces next damage sustained by 20%. Cannot be cancelled or cannot be stacked. This applies until enemy combo is finished. Plus 50% to next special move damage inflicted cannot be cancelled or stacked again. So, okay, so I must have got the one up here wrong. This is the green card. I thought this right here was going to be like his, where they were going to change it and make it like not just his blue card. You can like come onto everything. I guess they didn't change this. So Zenkai ability green, targets for movies as suspected. So he's gonna be Zenkai buffing this guy and this guy and this guy. These two are the best options you got for movies that's green. So I guess I'll take that. But that was the video, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Sorry for the misreading. I like recently. I'm really tired right now. I recently like didn't get any sleep at all. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.